What are you trying to find? Trying to find some background music. Ah, yeah. Trying to find my DMCA free stuff that I can just play that is in the background. Ah, yeah. So, hang on. Sorry about that, folks. We're setting up right now. It's just been a while since we've done a transmission like this. Yeah, give us just a moment. I swear, there was a whole playlist on Spotify that was just DMCA free. But it was like jazzy. But okay, here. What are you thinking? DMCA Twitch. No, that's all Nintendo music. Ah, yeah. There we go. Okay, I think we got it. There you go. Now you're good. Yep. Alright, now we're good. You got it figured out? Yeah, I got it figured out. Alright, cool. So we can get started? Yeah, we can get started. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello. It's late. Yeah, it's a little late in space. Yeah, you could say that again. Mm-hmm. Welcome. Hello. Yep. Hello, everybody. Let me crank up the... I guess the audio just a smidge. There you go. It's at like 50%. So it's just kind of soft. There you go. Welcome to, I think, episode 3 of whatever the hell this series is. Yep. That's the best way I can describe it. Whatever the hell this series is. So. Whatever the hell it is. Whatever the hell it is. It's basically just a place for all of us to discuss all the craziness that's happening in the universe and to catch up on just, I guess, current topics and events. That's true. Also, Iron says Nintendo is always watching. I mean, Nintendo is always watching. So is Sega. Sega, surprisingly, but Sega is less, like, inconspicuous and creepy about it. Sega's more like, listen, we got people watching, but, like, we're more laid back about shit. So, except for, I guess, recently, but it's weird. Whereas, like, Nintendo is always like, if you're not talking about Nintendo and only Nintendo products and streaming only stuff on the Nintendo Switch 2, so help us. It's weird. Because, like, you wonder why I was a Sega and Dreamcast kid growing up. Like, don't get me wrong, I liked Nintendo, but, like, living in Japan, I really was more of either a PlayStation or a Dreamcast and Genesis kid. Mm-hmm. Well, and it certainly didn't help that, you know, in Japan, there were other options for consoles and entertainment outside of just Nintendo. Yeah, Nintendo was the big prominent player though, but that's also the thing is you kind of have to recognize that between them and Sony, it was the big fight between the two. And then in about like I want to say the 90s was when Sega stepped out for a bit. And they focused more on distribution than they did consoles. Honestly, I think once Sega stepped out of the console game, it was just everything changed. Well, yeah, but then in the 2000s, we had Microsoft show up and do their shit, so that's true. Yeah. So, hang on. Apparently there was an ad on that. I thought I had ad free on the music. Ah, shit. Oh, yeah, you were trying to do Spotify. Yeah, I guess Spotify's just not working. Shit, fine. I'll just have to do fucking YouTube. That's at least hopefully ad-free. You could probably just play something like... Yeah, hang on. DMCA free lo-fi. For Twitch and YouTube. There we go. I guess this will work, maybe. I guess there's a whole playlist that's 12 hours. Oh, I guess that works. Yeah. But now I gotta crank it down. Oh, there you go. Yeah, now I gotta crank that down. So, what are we discussing? There's a lot. I mean, there's a lot to discuss. Iron says dust comes to console wars between all consoles. Yeah, that's fair. I guess we could start with the main gaming topic, which was... I was the one that looked this up. Well, it kind of ties into everything going on with Sony. You already had a dedicated stream to how on fire the gaming industry is. And I don't want to repeat a bunch of shit that like I've already said. So, no. That is not the intent. So, instead, rather, how would you want to do it? Well, what's the thing you were going to talk about? I was going to talk about, the fucking, GameStop comment. And then talking about the doubling down with the anime stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Oh, by the way, we have a character joining us from the transmissions. Steven's here, so welcome, Steven. Hey, thanks. I didn't realize you were into nerdy shit. Not all the time, but there's specific things I wanted to talk about. I wanted to get into the weird part of this conversation with you guys. That's fair. Also, let us know if the music's too loud. Yeah, let us know if the lo-fi music is too loud or anything. So, because then we'll adjust it accordingly. So, so I guess the GameStop thing first? Yeah, so basically, I won't go into all the details, but basically the GameStop CEO basically said that when it comes to physical releases of games, they absolutely do not give a fuck about it anymore. And that, believe it or not, as weird as it is, most of their revenue Oh, I'm just joking. Okay, my ears, it's so loud. My ears, just kidding. Okay. Just joking. But, apparently the GameStop CEO basically said, yeah, I do not give a flying fuck about the, physical releases of games. That only makes up literally less than, like, I think, what was it, 10% of our bottom dollar in profit nowadays. And then he doubled down and basically said, like, hey, most of our money comes nowadays from collectibles. Oh, God. Uh-huh. Yeah. He basically said, on the heels of Sony's decision to pivot away from physical discs, the CEO basically stated that physical games are totally irrelevant to GameStop's future. It doesn't matter at all. Collectibles make up over half the business, so it's totally irrelevant. Ew. Ooh, that's not fun. Yeah, that's kind of a stab in the back because, you know, GameStop's whole fucking principle and foundation was on used games and trade-ins and, like, physical games, right? Yeah, and just physical components as a whole. And I think basically he's just salty because he tried to buy eBay and it got fucking rejected. His offer to buy eBay, the company as a whole. And so he's just all pissy and upset basically about that. But now that he knows about the stuff going on with PlayStation, and then probably Xbox at this point too. Ryan Cohen is just kind of like, yeah, well, we don't even make most of our money on physical games anymore. So, despite having the word, you know, game in the name of their company. So, yeah, here we go. Doesn't matter at all. Going on to add that gaming software is just 12% of the overall business at GameStop. Wow. And instead, collectibles like trading cards, Funko Pops, you know, accessories, merch, stuff like that, make up for more than half of the overall business at GameStop. Yeah, that's... Wow. Yeah. Iron says GameStop closed down one of the stores in the mall, and GameStop is expensive anyways. And Arsha Shwara is leaning towards that way for its Xbox consoles. Well, yeah. It's not just her that's leaning that way in PlayStation, but the gaming industry is finally, like... more or less the 1% and the CEOs and a lot of these companies were holding on to their breath and basically were waiting for whatever company to say the forbidden words. And now that the bubble's been popped, they're just kind of like, oh, thank God, we can finally be open and talk about this shit. Yeah, no, physical media is stupid. We want all digital futures. This way we keep all the profits and all the money and blah, blah, blah. So, basically, what? On Earth, I assume this is happening, right? Yes, correct. Okay. So, on Earth, they're basically saying, fuck physical media at this point when it comes to gaming. Pretty much. Yeah. Which kind of sucks. Because, like, you know what? There's still such a draw, and there's still such a fucking emphasis and a tangible idealism to physical objects that human beings, and especially people in general, have. So, oh yeah. But if you want to actually read the article we're talking about, here, I can find it, because I'd rather, let's see, Actually, I'll just do this. There's a full article from Business, basically, but I guess I'll do comicbook.com, because I guess their article pretty much glosses over everything, too. Yeah, here, this way people can read it. Yep. Yeah, even Iron brings up the fact that both the Xbox One S and Series S Xbox are discless anyways. So, like, people have already started to, like, adapt to a discless all-digital future. Yeah, but it's still nice to have the option is the point, right? Yes, that is the point, is that people still want the option, but they don't want it to be mandatory is the point. Which I think is wild, because now that the bubble's finally been popped and greedy corporations are continuing to be greedy corporations, it's funny because now you're seeing all these CEOs and business people being all in favor of an all-digital future because they want to corner and capture the market. 100%. That's really what it is companies don't want to play nice with each other anymore. Companies don't want to team up with each other anymore. And as such, everybody wants more of the slice of the pie. And they're fighting over literally, like, you know, dollars at this point. Like cents to the dollar. So, that's just the truth. But it is sad that he made that comment, because it's like, you know, sort of not only dismissing your entire business model of what GameStop is, but doubling down on dismissal and saying, oh, well, trade-ins and video games physically don't fucking matter at this point. What matters is that we're basically an adult toy store. So, well, and it's funny because at that point, GameStop might as well just turn into a fucking Hot Topic or a Box Lunch or a Spencer's. Well, that's really what's kind of happening. Most gamers don't even go typically to GameStop anymore for games. They go to either a mom and pop game shop for physically, they go to the digital storefronts, or they buy stuff on Steam or through third-party markets, like, again, eBay and resellers and other places. Or they buy directly from the manufacturers, who are actually publishing their own physical copies as well, too. Or in some cases, even like collector's editions, right? Yeah, you don't see a lot of physical collector's editions anymore for video games. That's been phasing out too a lot, because either people just don't have the money, or just there's just not as much of a value or markup anymore on it. Iron says, yeah, we still have the Xbox One X and Series X, but for feature consoles are discless. Yeah, so they're all going to be discless. Still, it just kind of sucks. It just kind of sucks, is the point. So, now what's going on with the other PlayStation stuff? Oh, this was the one that I wanted you to cover. Oh, yeah, no, I was going to cover this one. Hang on. Oh, yeah, what the hell's going on? Hang on. Oh, you guys are going to be in for it. Oh, no. Oh, is this going to be bad? It's going to be pretty bad. I'll give it the glossy, but it's basically Crunchyroll related. Oh no. Yeah. Not fun. Okay. Lay it on me. Basically, Crunchyroll is putting its online store for physical media now behind a monthly paywall. Crunchyroll fans could soon have to pay almost $14 a month just to access the company's online store, after the anime streaming giant announced a major overhaul to how it sells merchandise. Wow. Yep. Here we go. In a news post titled... Here. Actually, we could probably just do this. Yeah, I was gonna say, is there a way you can just kinda... Yep, here we go. Here's an official article. Oh, God. If I may, go ahead. Yeah, sure. This August, we're transitioning the Crunchyroll store to a brand new shopping experience that will be available exclusively for Mega and Ultimate fans. Oh. Mm-hmm. The new store captures the excitement of convention-exclusive merchandise, collectibles, curated drops, and limited release products inspired by the anime series you love. But before the new experience launches, we're launching a summer sale with half-off select items starting on the 14th. Please note that beginning July 13th, select items will be designated as final sale, and refunds or returns will only be accepted for damaged or defective products. Oh. Oh. Ew. Yeah. No, it's not good. Yeah, that's not fun. No. So wait, what is happening? So basically now accessing their physical merch store is paywalled behind a membership. Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, I'm not fond of that. That's not fun at all. No. Also, Iron says, you know what's crazy? Xbox came off an Xbox that with that skin cover, the translucent green color. We'll talk about the FanFest exclusive console here in a bit. So, but I know the one you're talking about. Yeah. So. Wow. Yep. So basically, for all the anime fans, because Sony owns Crunchyroll, because Sony a while back bought Funimation, closed Funimation down, merged it with Crunchyroll, and then said, okay, now we own everything Funimation does, and now we also... No, sort of blended it into Crunchyroll. Now they're basically saying, listen, every physical piece of merch we have will now be locked behind a paywall. So, but essentially the move effectively puts the Crunchyroll online store for like their merchandise, figurines, Blu-rays, books, manga, everything else behind that $14 subscription paywall. Yeah, hard pass. So let me get this straight. Sony doesn't want to do physical PlayStation discs anymore. And now they don't want to really do physical anime merch anymore either. Correct. What's the thought? Mm-hmm. Is there any incentive or perks? Once this new store launches, fans will need to pay for a Mega Fan or Ultimate Fan membership to access the storefront. But the Mega Fan membership is $14 a month, and the Ultimate membership is like 18, almost $20 a month. But assuming that the new experience will focus on exclusive merchandise, limited releases, probably exclusive drops, stuff like that. Oh god, drop culture. Yeah, drop culture basically. Oh, I hate that a lot. Yep. So, yeah, it's really dumb, and I really do hate it. So, also because hang on. Let's see if I can do it this way. There we go. This way people on the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat can follow along with the news articles. Yeah. Still, what the fuck? Yeah, pretty bad. So, and I mean, look, I never really had a Crunchyroll account up until recently. A buddy of ours is sharing his with ours, or sharing his with us, so we can watch certain animes and TV shows and stuff and movies on there. So, which he added us to his account, so. So, but we've been watching stuff on occasion, and it's cool, but I never really bought anything from Crunchyroll as far as their store goes. So, because it's something that, like, I just never really needed. So, that makes sense. And on top of that, you know, it was one of those things that, like, most of Crunchyroll's stuff I can still buy physically, either in, like, third or first party markets, or I can still buy at, like, anime conventions and other retailers and stuff. So, this just basically makes it so that as far as exclusive stuff goes, they're just trying to tie a lot of that licensing and IP and merchandising directly to the storefront only, which is pretty lame. Yeah, which is pretty lame. So, I think it's pretty dumb. So, like, I don't get that. So, yeah, not fun. No, it's not fun. So, speaking of which, by the way, small update. How's things going on the PlayStation front? Oh, as far as the physical disc pushback? Yeah, I was curious about that. Me too. PlayStation's now just blocking people's comments and disabling comments on YouTube videos. Because they're just getting endlessly spammed with it. There are also certain accounts are banning and blocking people on social media for mentioning physical discs. So there's that. And in addition to that, they just kept making posts on social media and just ignoring everything. So it looks like a lot of people right now are currently boycotting not only PlayStation, but now they're boycotting Crunchyroll and Sony because, well, Sony owns PlayStation Crunchyroll. So it's just a mess. It's just a fucking mess. So it really is terrible. Oh yeah, speaking of gaming news, there is another GameStop thing I wanted to bring up. Oh yeah, I was say I got this one. Oh, you got it? I got this one. All right. So I want you all to picture something. This is Steven talking, by the way. You have the floor. All right. I want you to imagine. It's, let's say, 7 o'clock at night. You're hungry. You want to order some food. Right? You're thinking about getting something that's not Taco Bell. right now at the moment. I'm more something, you know, filling. Like the other Mexican places, like Qdoba or Moe's or Cafe Rio or some other shit. Let's say you're ordering a fucking Wendy's, right? Well, now... not only can you order Wendy's, you know, on Uber Eats and all your fast food places, but now you can order shit off of Gamestop via Uber Eats. Seriously? Wait, what? Yeah, you can order GameStop items via Uber Eats. What the fuck? What? Yeah. I mean, here's the tweet to prove it. Hang on. What the fuck? Yeah. Okay. So apparently, yeah, GameStop joins Uber Eats, so now you can get games delivered like takeout. What the fuck? Yeah. You can now get a video game delivered to your door in the time it takes to microwave dinner because GameStop just joined Uber Eats. What the fuck? Yeah. They announced the partnership literally yesterday and opened up GameStop locations nationwide for scheduled or on-demand delivery via the Uber Eats app. You can order video games, gaming consoles, accessories, and collectibles. Then choose a delivery window and track the whole thing real-time from a retail or electronics tab. What the fuck? Yeah. Can you double dash or double order like with DoorDash does on Uber Eats? I think you can. They have something similar to that, but I'm not entirely sure. Still, this is wild that this is happening. Oh yeah. Absolutely wild. Iron says, I wouldn't trust Uber Eats with my ordered games. They might just steal them. I mean, look... DoorDashers and people on Grubhub and all sorts of delivery stuff already steal food from people, and I mean, people already steal wages. It's already a back and forth thing. So imagine the rage that's going to happen when someone orders their copy of GTA that they pre-ordered through Uber Eats, and they just steal the code from the box and then just deliver you an empty box. Oh god. Yeah, that sounds like rage bait. That sounds like apocalyptic. Yeah. Still wild. The driver canceling the ride and keeping the PS5 Pro that you ordered off Uber Eats. Great, now I can buy a $70 game for $150 thanks to Uber's delivery fees. Right. People ordering a $500 console and seeing the driver go the opposite direction. Oh my god. Yeah, that's I'm sure that's gonna work out great. Oh my god. Yeah, that's terrible. You know what we need? We need a little bit of good news. Dewey. Yeah? Anything on the Mountain Dew front? Actually, several things. Oh, plural? Plural. Alright, hit us. Well, Mountain Dew has been doing some TikTok drops lately. Well, they've been doing TikTok drops for a while, but what specifically? they've been doing Major League Baseball drops. Ooh, yep. So, one of the drops, which they just did recently, was you could actually get a Mountain Dew and MLB collectible can, and you can also get a limited edition baseball plus a 12-pack of Baja Blast. It was on the TikTok shop for only $4.20. Ha. But that's not all. There's also a chance that by ordering it, you would have a chance to win tickets to the World Series presented by Capital One. Oh, shit. Oh, that's not bad at all. No, that's a pretty good drop. Yeah, it was on 7/13 is when the drop happened. And that wasn't the only drop that they had. They also had the baseball mitt that you can also, get as well, too. That you could order. And then they've been doing basically stuff with Major League Baseball this entire season. Oh shit, really? Mm-hmm. There's been quite a lot. So, hang on. Here. Yeah, they sold an exclusive TikTok bundle, MLB bundle, which contained the limited edition can and a Mountain Dew Baja Blast baseball. So, and then they've been giving away free Baja Blasts all season long as well, too. There's a pass that you download on your phone for like Android and iPhone. And every time there's a home run that's 420 yards of a home run, you get a free Baja Blast that you can get within a 24-hour period. That's honestly not bad. Yeah, I've stocked up on a lot of Baja Blast because of it. So, is there a limit? 5 per person. Still, that's not bad. No. So, but there was also a glove that they had as well, too. So, that is true. They did have a glove I think they were selling and giving away as well, too. So, also, Iron commented on the GameStop story saying all you get is an empty console box. Oh, yeah, that would actually be kind of funny. Yeah. But, didn't they do a glove? They did do a glove. MLB glove. Hang on, let me actually Google it. Mountain Dew MLB glove. Yeah, it was a glove that you could pre-order. It was from Heart of the Hide leather glove from Rawlings, and it retailed for about $400. My God, holy shit. Woo! Alrighty. Yep. So, but they've been doing a lot of Major League Baseball stuff because Mountain Dew Baja Blast was now the official soft drink of MLB this season. So because of that, they've been doing a whole lot of stuff, right? Mm-hmm. The free Baja Blast, or free Baja Blast for every home run, right? Yes, that's correct. If there's a 420 plus MLB home run on a certain day, then the next day you get a free Baja. And then they also had, again, the baseball just recently. You could buy a glove for $400. There was quite a bit. So, but they've been doing a lot with Baja Blast and Major League Baseball. Not gonna lie, that glove looks really cool, but the baseball looked cool too. I would feel bad because I played quite a bit of sports in my original timeline, and so I would feel bad damaging a limited edition baseball like that. What about the can? The can would also be worth keeping around too, but like, I don't know. I was never the type of guy to actually collect like the cans, if that makes sense. I get that. I've collected a few of the cans, but they've only been like rare promotional cans that I've had from other promos and stuff. So, order for like flavors that are discontinued that I know you want to cover at some point. Oh yeah, when's the next episode? What I call the part 1 finale of season 1, which will cover Major Melon, is still being worked on. And then part 2, I'm finally going to present some of my research involving Pitch Black for the actual finale. Oh shit. Damn. So does this mean that you may have come up with something? I might have. So does this mean you might be leaving you guys soon? Maybe. Just depends on if my research is accurate. Shit. Yeah. We'd love to get you back to your original timeline, Dewey. Thank you. So. Well, there was other stuff we were going to talk about, right? Yeah, there was one more gaming related thing, but it wasn't like the biggest thing in the world. But it was something that I did want to like very briefly bring up. Which I thought was kind of weird, but neat, but weird. But neat. But weird. Okay. Yeah, sure. Shoot. So apparently, it was announced on social media today, but exclusively at San Diego Comic-Con this year, Blink-182, the band, is doing an official collab with Pac-Man. What the fuck? Sure? That's... okay. Yes, it is in fact a real thing. Straight up? Yes. What? Yeah, no, it's a real thing. Hang on. Give me 1 sec. That can't be... I mean, all I've got is an image and a tweet, but like... You know... Sure. Here. This way people can follow along. What the fuck? Okay. Not the collab I was expecting, but not the worst collab. I'll admit it's kind of cool. I mean, it just sounds like they're giving away like themed prizes and stuff, more or less. Yeah. Yeah, they announced a collaboration with Pac-Man at San Diego Comic-Con, running from the 23rd to the 26th. The retro arcade setup features co-branded cabinets, a claw machine, Pac-Man plushes, and band prizes. photo ops with the band's bunny mascot, and an animated band appearance tying into the 25th anniversary of their 2001 album Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. Plus, early merch includes limited edition vinyls of The Rock Show and First Date, plus a band twisted version of the Pac-Man X 7-Eleven t-shirt Mock Hoppus wore at Coachella 2023. Huh. So basically, it's like a promotional prize thing. But there's also going to be like actual merch being sold. Yeah, it's weird. That is weird. That is very weird. And aren't you glad you don't live on Earth anymore? You know what? I am glad I don't live on Earth anymore. For the most part. I mean, yeah, I am glad that I am in space. I am glad that I am not there as much anymore. Yep. Mm-hmm. Still, what the fuck? Yeah, it's weird. So, that is very weird. It is very, very weird. Like, why, though? I don't know. So, but now we gotta get to the big topic. Oh, God. Yeah. We do have to talk about this, don't we? Oh, no. Is it the thing I'm thinking of? Yeah, I'll pause the music for it. Let me take a bite of my salad real quick. Mm-hmm. Alright. Let's talk about it. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, no. Wait, what the fuck is this? Which one of you two boys want to do the honor? I mean, I already talked about the Mountain Dew stuff, and everyone else had a chance to talk about stuff. You know what? This feels more up your alley, hon, because humans are stupid. Humans are really stupid. So for those who don't know, who are not in the loop, apparently back on Earth, there is a nationwide outbreak involving a parasite that is getting into people's digestive system that is sickening thousands of people and giving people explosive diarrhea as well as weight loss, various other symptoms, and various basically side effects, all involving a investigation involving a multi-state outbreak of, and I'm going to butcher the name, Clylocospora illness. Clylospora, I think. Yeah, Clylospora. Something like that. So, basically it's a parasite. And what it is Clylospora is found in iceberg lettuce, in guac, in onions, and in pico de gallo. In certain vegetables. basically, in certain salads and certain things. But for a while, they were trying to identify the official source of what was happening. However, all we knew is that apparently Taco Bell is the suspected source of the outbreak, because the outbreak originated from Taco Bell and occasionally a few other restaurants, but most of it has come from Taco Bell. And basically, they're investigating if Taco Bell's restaurants play a role in one of the largest U.S. outbreaks of an illness that has caused explosive diarrhea. And Iron says apparently it comes from the pools at water parks and splash pads and stuff too. So it's not just from food, right? But essentially, yes, the parasitic illness, which is commonly linked to the contaminated fresh produce, has sickened thousands of people and hospitalized more than 80 people, if not more. And while Taco Bell has not been identified as the official source as of when the article was posted, some locations have temporarily stopped serving lettuce, cilantro, onions, guac, and pico de gallo until investigations have been done. Well, it turns out, oh no, that after not even a day of investigations, or a day and a half, yeah, turns out, Taco Bell seems to be the main culprit. Oh, yeah. Also, apparently Iron found a TikTok video on it, but we don't use TikTok, so you'll just have to, we'll have to trust you on it. Yeah, I was gonna say, we don't use TikTok anymore, but, yeah, no. So, where is it linked to specifically? A lot of people are saying that it has been linked to multiple Taco Bell restaurants, but specifically, it's been linked to their iceberg lettuce supplier from Taylor Farms. Isn't that the shitty lettuce that companies use for shitty salads and filler, basically? It's not even organic or fresh lettuce. Taylor Farms usually does stuff that's like really mid-quality. This was a thing even back when I was on Earth. Really? Yeah. This was a thing because you gotta remember, I was on Earth back in like, the 70s and 80s. That's true. Mm-hmm. So, this being an outbreak is not necessarily new, but the fact that Taco Bell is under scrutiny and investigation over with the diarrhea parasite outbreak. Explosive diarrhea parasite outbreak. Mm-hmm. Ironic considering the fact that you're eating a salad right now. Yeah, but I'm eating something from somewhere else that's not Taco Bell. Ah, yeah. Yeah. I'm eating a freshly made salad from somewhere else across the universe, not from Taco Bell. Okay. Plus, if I will say this, if the outbreak and the parasite was linked to other restaurants, then most sandwich shops and most other restaurants would have already basically shut down by now. So you feel like it's all contained. I feel like it's not fully contained, But I feel like it's being rectified. So, fun fact, Taylor Farms supplies lettuce specifically to McDonald's, Chipotle, KFC, Subway, Pizza Hut, Burger King, and Wendy's. Plus, retailers like Walmart, Costco, Kroger, Trader Joe's, Major, and Aldi. So, your salad from Firehouse Subs is fine. Yep. Damn. Well, no more Chipotle for a while. Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't eat at any of those other places for the most part. I'll get Subway on the rare occasion. But that's only if I have like a gift card or some shit. McDonald's, I hate McDonald's. I have said that publicly and openly. Yeah, McDonald's could definitely be better. I like McDonald's, but I know it's not good for me. See, I'm weird because I actually also like McDonald's, but I like it for the cheap factor, not because it's actual food. See, that's where I'm different, because I don't hate or dislike McDonald's. I think it's just there. I hate KFC, but that's just me. Well, yeah, but KFC has Sweet Lightning Mountain Dew. Yeah, and that's the only reason why I plan on ever stepping foot into a KFC. Is because of Sweet Lightning? No, you have to say it right. Oh, yeah. Mountain Dew Sweet Lightning. There you go. That was cool. Yeah. Pizza Hut I'd stopped going to, because Pizza Hut and the amount of oil and grease that's on their food and pizza literally upsets like every nervous system in my body. And Burger King and Wendy's I still occasionally go to, but I usually get like an open-faced burger with no bread and just do that. So you basically get a Dave single minus the bread. Mm-hmm. Or in the case of Burger King, I'll get an Impossible Patty. Still. My God. Mm-hmm. Still insane. Crash this one pool. This one won the pool one on the same topic. Wait, what the fuck? That was not even English, Iron. Try that again. Crash this one won the pool one on the same time. That was not even a sentence. Try that again, buddy. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, try it again. But no, the whole Taco Bell outbreak thing is nuts. It is pretty bad. Yeah, it's kind of yeah. That's not ew. Yeah, it is gross. And it's sad because didn't they cut a lot of the funding and regulations for the CDC and the FTC or FDA recently? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all because a certain government official and his my way or the highway baby mentality got pissy and he cut funding for the FDA, which is the Food and Drug Administration, and the CDC, which is the Control for Diseases Central. Disease Control and Center for Disease Control and Prevention. There we go. So, Crash, the link I sent in chat is on the same topic on about the pools. The pools, okay. I don't see a link. I'm looking for a link. I don't see it. Are you looking for a link? Yeah, I'm looking for a link on the YouTube chat. I don't see one from Iron. I'll say, Iron, try sending it in the Twitch chat too, if it's not on the YouTube chat for some reason. I'll DM it. Okay. Yeah, just DM it. That's wild. Yeah, that is insane. Oh, yeah. So, okay. So it turns out Iron was right, too, about this. Oh, breaking news? Breaking development? Oh, God, there's a part 2. Well, this is actually more commonly known, to be fair. But, so, right now, in my old timeline, the explosive diarrhea sickness is also linked to a lot of pools and splash pads that are spreading in Arizona. Oh, God. So, the current parasite and the current illness, the parasite itself is actually resistant to chlorine and bleach, making it difficult to eliminate from the pools and splash pads. Oh. Yep. And so because of that, people are going around. Oh God, this is COVID part 2, isn't it? This is, I swear to all that is holy, if this turns into COVID part 2, everyone on planet Earth is just gonna collectively shit themselves for 2 weeks, and everyone's gonna have to take time off. Yep. But essentially, the article basically says that public health reports report that about 10 current cases of the parasite are in the county, but people going swimming and who have the disease or are in the process of recovering from disease or the parasite, which is linked to cervical gastrointestinal illnesses, your stomach, are say that they're spreading around in pools and splash pads, and because that's contributing to the spread of the virus. Shit. Ew. There's an actual quote here too. Let's see. The parasite is resistant to chlorine and bleach, making it difficult to eliminate from pools and splash pads. So, said those water environments present particular risks. Those are hotbeds for feces, unfortunately, especially with young children. So a lot of those bugs get killed by the chlorine. This one is a bit more resistant. Yeah, any symptoms that you have of the parasite or the disease can cause explosive diarrhea, nausea, cramping, bloating, and fatigue. And symptoms may not appear until days or weeks after exposure. Shit. Yep. And it can last longer than most gastrointestinal infections. So, ew. So, what are precautions? Do not swallow water in pool or splash pads. Wash your hands frequently. Store your produce at a proper temperature. And wash any fruit and vegetables, including berries, mixed lettuce, and cilantro, which have been linked to the parasite. Oh, God. Thank you for the DM, by the way, and thank you for the article. We're covering it now. Yeah, thank you. Of course. What the fuck? So, how do you feel about Earth now? Now that you know that everybody on Earth is basically spreading Taco Bell butt worms. Really? Mm-hmm. Taco Bell butt worms. What the fuck? Mm-hmm. Taco Bell butt worms. Mm-hmm. As he's eating a salad. Again, from a different place. That's true. Actually, I just realized. Give me something. Okay, so Firehouse Subs is safe. Okay, what are the places that people should avoid on Earth? For the time being. Oh, this is gonna be real difficult. Oh, God. Burger King, McDonald's, Chipotle, Pizza Hut, KFC, Subway, Wendy's, Olive Garden. Oh, God. And Red Lobster. Oh. Yep. Well, good thing you don't eat at any of those places. Except Chipotle. Yeah, but the thing is, I haven't had any issues with Chipotle. Over the past, like, I want to say a couple days, week. But they did say that, like, it can take days, if not weeks, for the symptoms to show up. I guess so. So, I guess be careful. Make sure everything's washed and cleaned. Yeah. Also, Min Savage says, "Sup, fam bam. Popping by to say hello. Miss ya. Love ya. And 4 days." Yes, 4 days indeed. The hell is happening in 4 days? Yeah, what's happening in 4 days? Should we talk about it? Yeah, we can talk about it real quick. Fuck it. So, one of our dearest friends, and aka one of Crash's friends from Earth, Min, along with their friend Sam, are actually coming to visit us for a couple days in our timeline. Oh shit, really? Mm-hmm. That's actually kind of cool. Yep. They're finally jumping dimensions, so to speak. There's been a lot more people that have started to jump dimensions from Earth to you guys. There's been more and more people. There's been an uprise. I may have sort of played a small part in that ever since I left Earth. And I also may have played a small part in the fact that I may have made an impact on his timeline. And then people realized who I was and got to know me and all that. But yeah, they say shenanigans and debauchery time. They got to shower and head to bed. 3 13-hour shifts before hitting the road. Oh, God. Yeah, please try and get some sleep, eat some food, and take care of yourself. And good luck on those shifts. And they say, love you, see you soon. Love you and see you soon, too. Yeah, love ya. Love ya. See you soon. Yeah, we love you. Love you. Love you. How nice. Yeah. My God. So what's the moral of the disease? Watch the salads that you eat. Watch where you order food from. Wash your hands. Wash your fruit and vegetables. Avoid the pools and splash pads. And don't swallow the water. I never thought I would have to say that, but yeah, don't swallow the water. Yeah, it's wild. Don't actually swallow the water. It's sad that this this is in fact happening for people, and it's sad that the Taco Bell parasite is actually like taking hold of people like this. It is kind of sad. It is kind of sad. Like, it's one of those things that you don't think about, but like, people are getting sick, and people would rather, I guess, get sick than, you know, protect themselves. Well, and it's funny because apparently there's also airborne issues too. Oh shit! We forgot to talk about that. Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that too. Holy fuck. Okay. Alright. We'll talk about it. So, send love to everybody who's in Canada right now, specifically. Wait, what the fuck's happening in Canada? Oh. 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 It's really bad. How bad is it? Oh no. Yeah. So, I'll give you the gist of it. Climate extremes basically fuel explosive wildfires in Canada and in the US. And the wildfires that are happening in Canada that are currently being worked and put out, all the wildfires smoke and all of the pollution and the terrible air quality from Canada is being spread to 20 different states in the US as well now too. And then there's also been wildfires in the US as well too that have been making things 10 times worse. Oh God. Yeah. So, in fact, as of a day ago, directly from NASA Science, you can actually see kind of a map of the wildfires that are actually moving. Oh God. Yeah. So, what the fuck? Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. So the air quality in Canada and the US is pretty bad right now. And it hits hazardous quality as the smoke chokes skies, beaches, and other areas specifically in Canada too. Oh. And because of that, Canada and parts of the US are now being engulfed in what's called orange skies. Oh. So wait, what caused the fires? So the fires actually started in fucking in Canada. But specifically, what happened, if I can find a link, it's not a single cause per se, but rather the fires were sparked by lightning, human activity, ongoing dry conditions across multiple provinces, and just wildfires that have sparked and started overall. So there's been multiple cases. Yes, some Canadian wildfires were sparked by lightning, while others were caused by human activity and remain under investigation. However, of the 28 fires that reported July 16th, as of today, Canada has classified 15 as human-caused, 8 as natural, and 5 as undetermined. Oh. In fact, Canada has reported over 3,500 wildfires so far this year. Holy shit! What the fuck? Oh. Yeah. It's pretty bad. Like I say, you can actually, like, get a look at everything. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm posting links so people can really see it, but it's bad. Oh. Again, aren't you glad you're off Earth? Yeah, more or less. So, my God. Mm-hmm. Wow. Yep. Insane. I think that about covers everything, right? Unless you want to do one more. I mean, this one's sort of a cliff note, but it's YouTube related. Oh, God. Basically, there's a class action lawsuit being filed against YouTube by multiple plaintiffs over its ad-free subscription claims. Basically, the plaintiffs argue that YouTube Premium still shows ads because the creators include sponsorship segments in their videos and streams. Oh, And so, the case now is in court because now they're going to determine if creator sponsorships count as ads or not. Huh. Can't you just skip over those ads if you have YouTube Premium? Like the in-video ones? Yeah, there's literally a skip sponsorship feature for all those things too. So why is this going to court? Technicalities, more than likely. Yeah, that sounds dumb. Very. Well, shit. Yeah. What the fuck? Is there any positive news? There's gotta be something. Yes, actually, there is one. It's not necessarily, like, positive news per se, but it's something cool. Oh yeah, what is it? So, basically, the new indie game that came out, Denshin Attack, or Denshat Attack, basically, Crazy Train, the Tony Hawk meets Jet Set Radio indie thing. Oh yeah, I've been wanting to play that and explore that universe. I actually want to explore that universe too. So, but essentially, I really want to get a copy of the game. So, and it's currently on sale via Fanatical for like $13. So you're saying we need to pick up a copy. We need to get a copy. I want to stream it and play it. But the new game's out, and it's getting high reviews from everybody. It's getting constant like 9s and 8s and 10s and 9.5s and it's doing really well for itself. So, and I plan on checking it out soon at some point. Very soon, especially with it being on sale already. Hell yeah. I want to check it out too. It's supposed to be really good, so I'm excited for it. So, nice. Anyhow, does that about cover it? Yeah, that about covers it. We covered a lot. We talked a lot. We really did talk a lot. We talked quite a bit. Yeah, we talked quite a bit. From Taco Bell buttworms to the GameStop CEO to the Blink-182 Pac-Man collab to Mountain Dew news with MLB, Major League Baseball, to even some new games. Oh, wait, there was one more small thing. Animation news. Oh, I'll throw it on there real quick. Okay, for those who don't know, those who weren't born in like the 90s and like early 90s, Klasky Supo, the people who made like All Real Monsters, Rugrats, Wild Thornberry, shows like that, they also had a show that was a bit more adult before any of those shows. It was called Duckman, and it's a great show, really fun, really cool show, and about 4 seasons and 70 episodes. But it's a really good show. It's definitely still holds up to this day. And basically, the one of the co-creators of Klasky Supo, the co-founder, actually released a brand new opening for the show that they made themselves, basically with footage and like some new music and stuff like that. Be warned, some people have said that the music may sound a little AI generated, it may not. I will let you folks be the judge, but it sounds kind of like it could be better, but like the spirit of the whole thing is there. You can look it up on YouTube, you can look it up on social media and stuff if you want to check it out. But hopefully it would be cool if CBS actually picks up the show for new episodes, or if not, brings it to a streaming platform for new episodes. I think that would be cool. That would be kind of fun and interesting. Yeah, more or less. So, but it's a lot of heart with 90s jokes and cheese, and there's just a lot. So, but it might be worth it. Who knows? So, okay, now are we good? I think we're good. I don't know if there's anybody I could raid. Let me check and see if there's someone I can raid real quick. Someone if I could raid a friend or something. I'm seeing if there's any of my friends who are streaming. I mean, there are, but they're playing Fortnite. Oh, yeah. And I'm really not into Fortnite. One friend's playing Mobile Suit Gundam, but I think he plays specifically on console. One friend's playing Power World. There's a few other things. So, but yeah, there's a few people who are streaming. So, none of my friends are streaming though, but I could still raid somebody. So, even though I'm not big into Fortnite, I'm gonna briefly raid my friend Omnipotus, if I can, or Steel Menace. So, actually, we're going to raid Steel Menace because he's playing Pal World. So, cool. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in and watching. I didn't run any ads on this one, and we didn't run any ads either because we just wanted to discuss things and have fun and chat, which was the whole point. Yeah. So, but thank you all so much for tuning in and watching. We haven't done one of these in a while. So let us know if you want more conversations and audio style discussions like this in the future. So, shall we raid? We shall raid. So, unless there's someone small I can also raid too. I'm trying to think. Of like a same category. Let's try it here. Trying to find. Oh, there you go. Modding their old keyboards. Here we go. That sure sounds pretty cool. Alright. We're gonna mod, or no, we're gonna stream, we're just gonna stream my friend real quick. We're gonna stream, Steel Menace. So, sweet. Let me find them. Because a lot of my friends are streaming. There we go. Alright. We're going to raid our friend, and we will be back with another stream hopefully soon. Take care, folks. Bye. 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 Bye, everybody. Bye. Give us 1 sec. We're getting started.